Alright, y'all, this is a quick little update. I was in Baton Rouge yesterday doing a card show, and on the way home I stopped at a few spots. If anybody lives in Baton Rouge and says they can't find agates, I don't know what they're looking at. I'm going to tell y'all the truth. This is I only stopped for about probably a half hour at a couple of different, I guess I was at a coffee shop. Only stopped for a couple, maybe an hour at the most. At a couple of little spots I seen agates at, and look at this. There are agates everywhere up there. This is just a quick view of them. But I'm going to show y'all something else I found. It's crazy. But all these are agates all back here. That's my wristband. Crazy church. I didn't even pick up the church, really. I was just... I know Jeff ain't gonna like hearing that, but I didn't pick it up most of it unless it was really, really cool. But man, I'm telling y'all, every parking lot I stopped to, Burger King, some little hotel, I don't remember the name of it, but right by the Tango Outlet Mall. I mean, that one's got a little bubble gum on it. But I just did a quick walk around. I didn't even look that hard for them, but they were everywhere. But this is the thing here. I found this thing. It's a geode, I guess, and somebody busted it up. And I got about, I don't know, a dozen pieces of it. And that's definitely not from around here. So I don't know how that got in there. But it's a lot cooler looking than it is in this right now. But it's got lines and stuff all the way through it. I mean, look at that. Like I said, that's all of it, right? That's a bunch of it right there. I don't know if I got all of it, but I got as many pieces as I could find. And yeah, just wanted to let y'all know that Baton Rouge has a lot of agates. All right, thank y'all for watching. Like and subscribe. All right, my friends, I'm going to go ahead and do the full video on this stuff I found on the way home from Baton Rouge after the card show yesterday. Got a lot of agates in there, and some church and some other stuff. We'll show them first. I think it's in focus, huh? Let's see. Nice little red and yellow jasper. I don't know what this was, but it looked pretty cool. Black rocks look good in the garden. Another church looking thing. This is definitely a church here. And a pretty cool one too. And this is one of them little white rocks that's laying on the ground. You like that, you ain't even gonna look at it. But it's got that on the inside. Sometimes I cut those, or just leave them in the garden like that. They look pretty cool. Alright, got a little orange looking one here. I don't know what that is, but picked it up. And this one here, the same way. I'm not sure what that is, but it was cool enough to get a ride to the house. This here's a nice little piece of church. Pretty cool pattern. This one here, I was looking at it just now. Why did I pick this up for? They ain't really got a little bit on it. But then I turned it over on this side, and I saw all the bots in there and drosies. And another little piece of red jasper and something else, I think. Alright, this one here kind of looks like it got fossils and something on it, but I'm not sure. This pretty cool piece of church. That might open up a little more right there. Another little church. I don't know. I go through landscape and stuff pretty quick. I don't stay there too long. And just grab a few things. And sometimes I grab stuff that I really shouldn't, but not too often. Alright, this one here was just a regular looking piece of church, I thought, laying on the ground. But when I flipped it over, it's got red on the inside. And that's not usual for church. So we're going to cut this one open and see what's going on in there. And we got a little piece of church here. Not a bad pattern. This thing here, I don't know what this is. It's got two different kind of rocks on it though. I don't know. It was crazy enough for a ride to the house. We'll figure it out. Alright, this thing here, I have no idea what this is, but I have 15 pieces of it. I think I can show them to y'all without making y'all drunk. I have 15 different pieces of this thing that was found in the regular with the regular rocks in the landscaping. And it's got crazy pattern on it. I don't know if it's picking it up, but that's some kind of geode, I think, that was cracked open. I don't know if somebody cracked that open and then just threw it in there, because it was all together. Normally landscaping rocks won't stay together like that. So I'm thinking somebody must have just threw it out, had it and just threw it out there. I don't know. I may be wrong about that, but kind of unusual for it to stick together for that long, you know. I mean, that's some really cool stuff. And the lines are crazy. So, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but it may wind up getting in the polish somehow. It's a little rough, but it could smooth that out, I think. I don't know. What do y'all think about it? Alright, enough playing around. This is what we really came here to see. Here's the Crowleys. This one's got a pretty good pattern. Broken right there, though, but not bad. This one here's an odd one. I don't know. Even if it's a Crowley. It's got a little Crowley pattern on it, but I don't know. Might need to polish that to see a little more what's under there. Yeah, it's Crowley right there, I guess. This one got a lot of host rock on it, but pretty cool. Yep, I like them. Alright, this is cracked a little bit, and this was the one with the bubble gum on it. I got most of it off, but it's got a good pattern on it. I like the pattern on this one. There's another one cracked, but that's pretty cool. Like it. This one's got a lot of host rock. But I pick them all up. If I see them, I pick them up. Alright, this is a pretty cool one. Not much on the back, but I don't know. It gets a lot better toward the front, huh? That's a pretty cool rock. I like that look. It might be one of the polish. It's got some host rock down here, but usually the host rock polish is pretty good. What we got here, this one's pretty cool. Got pattern all the way around. But it's got that also on the front. That's pretty cool. I like that. And we got this one. Pretty good pattern. I like it. That's a pretty cool look one. This one probably would be good to polish. That pattern all the way around it. Bottom's not bad, but patterns around the edge. That's pretty cool. I like that. And this was the first one I found. You never know if the gravel's going to have anything in it or if anybody's been hunting it, but as soon as I walked out the door, I looked down and I saw that. I said, nope, they got Crowleys. That one should have been easy to spot. That is pretty cool. I like that one. And this is a little turtle bag. Doesn't even look like a collar from that angle, but from this one it does. That's pretty cool. Alright, this one here, pretty cool. Odd pattern. I like that one too. That's definitely going to be a good polisher there. That's perfect for polishing. Perfect shape. And this one also. Even they got a little crater right there, that don't matter. It's the edges that make the difference. That's going to polish nice. And these are my 3 favorites of the day. Or the hour, I guess, because all I did was hunt about an hour at the most. But this thing here has got a crazy pattern on the bottom of it. Turtle on top, pattern on the bottom. That is cool. This one here got a lot of host rock on it, but man, it's cool. There's a big giant ant crawling on my phone. We're almost done. Hopefully I get that done. And this was my favorite one of the day. It's got stuff everywhere on it. Yep, that is a crazy pattern Crowley. I like it. Alrighty, thank y'all for watching. Like and subscribe.